Okay guys, welcome to session 3, final gym session for week 4, 5 and 6. Now, we're going to be focusing a little bit on a different component that you would be definitely introduced and you'll have these stresses upon you during your race. And it's definitely for your benefit to start getting accustomed to some agility and speed work. Strengthening up those small muscles in the feet all the way up to through your spine to be accustomed to some quick change in direction, some quick overpressures, fast twitch muscles firing, and strengthening all the connective tissue from the bottom all the way to the top. Now, the warm-up that we'll proceed to do this, we're not going to be sitting in that aerobic nasal breathing that we have accustomed in the past, in the other sessions. We're going to be focusing on just making sure our body is ready to work at such a high intensity, work on these quick change of directions. Because the last thing you want to do is, obviously, you're in the second phase, is get injured before your upcoming Spartan race. Now, the way that we're going to do this, and I encourage you to perform some of these drills even before the race when you feel that you're ready, is look at some multi-directional lunges. Okay, we want to get those overstresses coming not just in the sagittal plane, okay, but also laterally. And we're looking at and going through diagonally as well. So you come forward, you come backwards, come to a diagonal, you come into, come into a curtsy lunge, you come laterally, you go back into more of a lateral curtsy lunge, and then you switch sides. So for you, just work in your own capacity. I'm going all over the place here. Stay focused, concentrate on form. It's not about speed, it's just about warming up the ankle, knee, and hip for a full 360 degree of overpressure. Once I'm working on those, I like to get on the balls of my feet. You're gonna be running on the midfoot during the event. You wanna make sure everything is ready to rock and roll. I'm just doing small bounces. I'll go side to side and just throw my arms around, start warming up. When I'm feeling more confident, I'll start jumping a little bit higher, both feet at the same time, and then eventually working on our reactive jumps where we're keeping the legs relatively straight, just working through the spring of our foot, Achilles, and calves. Okay, then we can go one foot at a time, working through high knees, going back and forth, and then side to side. Now we're getting that lateral overpressure, and then rotating through the hips. So we're just warming up everything through our hip to our spine. Essentially, that's just going to get you agile and ready for this multi-directional, fast-paced moving circuit. To lift up the heart rate one more time to ensure that all engines, all cylinders are firing, I'm going to take you through a quick drill. So you can do it over a short hurdle. You can use a marker, or you can just have an imaginary line. You're going to be jogging on the spot, staying on the balls of your feet, and you're going to put one foot on the outside every time. As you know, when you are changing directions, that's how you're usually going to change. Okay, so we want to make sure you're not going to push off and pull something in the middle of your event or during your training. So whether you're going to hold it 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or over the hurdle, lift up the leg, and then you're going to switch sides. Holding it for 30, 60 seconds, and get accustomed to it. It's going to lift up your heart rate. It's going to work through all the muscles through your feet and lower limbs. Once that's finished, you've worked up a sweat, then we're going to get into our first component, which is going to consist of 3 exercises. We're going to work with an ascending ladder. So essentially, each exercise will have a set amount of repetitions. You finish the 3 exercises, then when you go to the second time, going through the second round, you're going to increase and ascend those repetitions. So to make it longer, increase the volume, okay? Further conditioning yourself for repeated efforts. So we're going to start with a 4 square drill. This is a 4 square drill ladder, which means it's a bit of a complex. We're going to start at the bottom left corner of the box. We're going to work laterally as quick as we can. So we get to the second marker, then make your way back as quick as you can. Okay, that's the step 1. We're going to go lateral again. For the second part of the ladder, we're going to sprint forward, stop ourselves, come back. quick direction, back to the start. So already we're working through our lateral movement as quick as we can. Acceleration, deceleration. Going lateral at the top of the square, decelerating laterally, accelerating laterally. Accelerating in a reverse run, decelerating, and accelerating laterally, catching yourself and going again. So, as you can see, I've done a full circuit of the square, and I'm going to finish it off as quick as I can. Okay, and we're going for two full laps of that complex. Once you complete that, heart rate's peaked up, legs are burning, then we're going to focus on a max hang. Again, you understand the importance of grip strength with obstacle racing. We need to continue to put this stress on our body, especially with the elevated heart rate. It's easy when you just get out of bed and you grab onto a hanging bar. But when your heart rate's peaking, your legs are full of lactic acid, it's a great time to test yourself. So we're going to just hold ourselves into a dead hang position with heart rate up, and you're going to hang there as long as you can. Now, I don't want to get to the point where you're going to be walking around with TRX arms for the rest of the week, or you're going to be over going to be over sort of catabolizing your muscles, okay, in your forearms and damaging your joints, but definitely get to an 80% max hang. So hold on as long as you can without hurting yourself. Now, we're going to have that hang in between each exercise for the first component. So the second one will be reactive correction. Second one will be lateral jumps with front and back jumps. So you can use the marker that you've put down for your square. We're going for 20 repetitions, side to side, as quick as you can, without hitting the marker. You see I'm internally rotating at the hips, each side, 20 reps, and then straight to back and forth, 20 reps. Complete that, so 20, so 40 in total. Go for your max hang, come back, and go straight into the third exercise, which will be using the same square, but now we're working at a triangle shape. So I'm going to start on the outside of the bottom left marker. I'm going to sprint to the outside of the top right marker, quickly change direction, okay, running back, coming across. You just create triangles, back and forth, creating a triangle. You go faster than this, obviously, but just take it light and easy. This is not really my footwear that I would use. Complete. Total of 2 full triangles, there and back, and then you're going for a max hang. Now you're going to repeat this 3 more times. However, like I said, we're ascending the reps. So the first exercise was 2 completed box ladders. Now we're going to go for 3. Fifth, do the 3, max hang. Come to 20 lateral jumps. Now it will be 40. Instead of 20 forward and back, now it'll be 40. And same with the triangle. Instead of 2 triangles, 4 triangles with the max hang. Then go for the third round. Follows the same principle. We're just going to be adding on the extra repetitions to have that ascended ladder. Then once you have a bit of a rest, we're going to be moving on component 2, which is going to be focusing on a bit more speed. We're working with the wall for the first exercise, and we're going to be going on to reactive jumps, some zigzag work, and we're going to finish off with some push-up sprints. So if you just follow me to the wall here, make sure the wall's sturdy. You're not going to put your hands straight through some brittle wall. Okay, I'm going to place my hands just above shoulder height, get myself in a 45-degree fashion where I force myself pretty much on the balls of my feet, and I'm going to drive with my toe flexed, okay, so dorsiflexion, up, squeeze my bum, drive that knee up, and repeat. Okay, we're looking for 30 repetitions. So 15 a side. Once you complete that, now we're going on to those reactive jumps. 30 reactive jumps. Okay, this is when we're not bending at the legs, involving a lot more upper, lower limb muscles. We want to keep it down, specialized in the lower part of our legs. So spring in our feet, ankles, calves, Achilles, all that jazz. these will get taxed so much during your event. So keeping it generally straight, jump as high as you can, working for 30 repetitions the total, and then you can rest. Third exercise will be zigzags. You can place the markers on the floor, start on the outside, essentially going to be as quick as you can, going side to side, make your way back. Okay, quick as you can, side to side, make your way back. All right, so you're going for 10 rounds here. Once you finish your 10 rounds in one direction, then you're gonna focus on 10 rounds the opposite direction. So just to ensure we're getting that balanced stress on both sides. Last but not least, with a push-up to sprint. So for instance, you find yourself some space within the gym, could be at home, outside, whatever it may be. We're gonna be focusing on getting off the ground, setting ourselves up in a lowered position to propel ourselves forward, and then more importantly, the deceleration, which we're going to come up to with your obstacle racing. We're running towards an obstacle, what do you got to do? You got to decelerate, putting all the load to the anterior portion of our leg. Our quads will start to, eccentrically lengthen, and they've got to, eccentrically contract, loading the front of the leg and putting that pressure in that knee. We just need to get accustomed to it. So we're not going to have critically fatigued legs during the event, and we're ready to rock and roll. So, you're gonna start chest to ground. Hands on hips, hands on hips. Bring your hands by your chest, explode up. I'm in a lower position, sprint forward. Decelerate, walk it back either way. Just get that heart rate back down and repeat. So just being very explosive. Decelerate, walk it back, get your heart rate back down, working for 10 rounds in total, okay? That's the 4 exercise for component 2. Go to 3, go to 6 rounds if you want to introduce more volume, but you're essentially going to repeat that as your staple for session 3 on week 4, 5, and 6.